What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the TRCBY show, and today we are going to do another Overhit video global. We are going to do the first guild war that is actually working, which is great. I don't know what I'm doing in Guild War, but we'll take a look and see what that's all about. And we're going to use our PvP teams as we have done so in the arena. But since we got 5 minutes, so let's kill it with some arena battles. So as you can see, I just got res up to 65, and I just got a dupe out of a login bonus, so that was great. So this is the team comp with Aklia being the leader with that huge attack and HP buff, and then I have res with that row along with additional attack buff as well too as that secondary. So we're going to use the same team that we used last time in the arena, and now we're going to start this off. So let's get to it. Yeah. All right. So I've noticed that a lot of people are doing this really tricky hind in the front dive with a grimoire to get that damage immunity, and then running Angelo to one-shot people. Like, this particular team is kind of tricky. They are quite squishy, and they really want to it seems like use Angelo to one-shot everybody. So this team seems to be much squishier than it should be, because at least that's what I'm thinking that they're doing in theory, because they are going down really easily, like way too easy. So every time one of their team members die, Angelo gets the attack buff. But since we have Tese where it focus on the highest DPS, we're able to take Angelo out. So they also have a Tess in there as well too. So this one, I didn't fall for their trickery ways, so we're able to kind of slow them down, stop them, and take out Angelo before he does his massive AoE to one-shot the team. So that was a really good one right there. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. If you are PvP and you see Hein up in front, just assume that she has a grimoire, so when she dies, it casts immunity on the entire team. So it's very similar to Yggdrasil's damage immunity skill. So watch out for that. So again, everybody's running an Angelo these days. Like, I guess everybody just wants to one-shot people with his crazy damage. Then you have Sun Wukong that has really good damage as well too when their HP gets below 50%, and that's fairly common and easy to do. So that's why I'm thinking that is in the front row, so that way they'll get that max amount of damage when their HP is below 50%. So this one had Ash as their highest DPS, and now Sophia's using a res, and we'll just put him back down in the ground because that's where he belongs. See you later. Then we have Angelo, who I believe is going to be maybe second in terms of DPS, and we'll just get rid of Sun Wukong right here, and we'll just keep driving down their team. But if they did have a stronger Angelo, of course he would be able to one-shot us, but that is still a huge amount of damage for a non-primary like damage dealer for Angelo. So these guys aren't as strong, but they're hitting pretty hard, so not too bad. So we're just gonna take them out, and luckily he did his bigger AoE earlier on, and I was able to survive that one, so that's pretty good. Alright, so that is a win for us. I guess that's number 2. So now we're going on to the third, I believe. So this is going to be I am not a big fan of unknown. All of them are 65 and a 65 Tez too. So unknown has a very strong AoE. It could wipe you if you're not if you don't have enough HP essentially. So with my particular team setup, I have that HP buff, which helps me survive hits such as this. So with that, it helps a lot. So now we are going to attack the highest DPS, and that happens to be, I believe, Teze here. So she is down, and then we'll do another focus on the highest DPS next to that, and I believe this will be unknown. So now essentially I need to live through Damien's bloodbath over here, hopefully, and gone. And I'll just heal up a little bit and take Sophia out with me, which is nice. So now it's just a very weak secondary. Damien's the main tank, but I also have a main DPS. I guess Teze is still around, so we could take out Damien last, or actually last. So we are going to do that right now, and we'll just call this one a nice quick win. So that wasn't too bad. That wasn't as challenging as I thought it would be, but let's see what we have next for our fourth. So our fourth battle, we are going against MMORPG. So that is a pretty good team. A lot of healers, vulnerability, and a tank. So not, and plus that SSR plus which give them an HP bonus for Yggdrasil, Ren, and I believe that's Edmund. I'm not really sure, but I don't have that fill. So Ren hits really hard, and not a lot in terms of HP, but a lot in terms of attack once you're 65. So that right there, that is like a glass canyon. So Ren hits really hard in terms of AoE and along with Cinco. As you can see from the Cinco, that's a one shot, and the AoE, even with my HP buff or my HP in addition, like I was well below 50%. So if I didn't have that additional HP, I would probably die. So let's heal up a little bit, see if, nope, could not kill him. Yggdrasil is an amazing healer. It is one of the best HOTS out there, heal over time, HOT. So don't underestimate Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil actually will save you doing a level 30 or any actually like 20 to 25 plus in the what is it, the Sanctum, so which I still need to do. But we are not looking so good in this particular battle with MMORPG. This is not looking so good. And guarded, and then you have a bloodbath. Damien's pretty good. All of their characters are maxed out except for their SSR plus, so it's to be expected. So this one, we are not looking like we will be winning this particular battle, which is a shame. So that sucks. It's gonna break my winning streak so far. I was gonna go 50-0, but that doesn't seem like it's going to happen with this particular MMORPG. Ruining for me, but that is terrible. So we have over a minute and 40 seconds left in this battle, and it's 4 versus 2, and I don't believe we will be able to do it. Damage immunity again. Yggdrasil is really good. You have the HOTS, which is it's an amazing heal over time, and then you also have the damage immunity, which also reduces 3 of your highest DPS skill cooldown by a quite significant amount, so that way they could keep on burning skills and healing and burning skills. So that's one of the reasons why in the last video I really want to get my Yggdrasil up, because 165, it's looking like Yggdrasil will have one of the higher DPS, so at least like within the top 3. So having Idrisil in the top 3 in terms of attack in your team comp will also reduce his cooldown, so you'll always have regen up, which is the heal over time that they just did right now, along with your invincibility, I suppose, your one shot like safe mode. So that is like one of the best I guess a thing you could get for Idrisil is just to have a very strong healing weapon, so the heals will tick higher per, and you'll also like reduce the time. So I lost that one to MMORPG. I want to change it up, so I don't like to be defeated, so I'm going to attack him again. So I'm just going to change up a little bit. So I'm thinking about a slightly different tactic here. So let's take a look and see what I end up ultimately doing. So this one will start off the same. We like to start off with some form of CC, but I could not because I got my timer down and one of my guys just went down completely. So we ended up using Tez's one shot for the highest DPS, and this particular time I'll end up healing. Hopefully my DPS will survive a little bit more than the last round. So from here we know that Ren is one of the strongest in terms of their DPS because they just have Damien in here, so hopefully this takes out Ren. And then we could move on and take out Damien by we could take it a little bit slower now. So alright, so it's a res. Now we'll just have to focus on Ren again. So Ren is back up and then Ren is back down. So we just procced a res, so that's at least another 3 to 4 turns before they could cast out again, so which is good. So now we are going to hopefully get Damien down with this, but it doesn't look like the HP bar is going down, so that's probably a guard. So that is a guard, so that's another indication. So right there is Idrisil's immunity, but Aglia has this skill which removes it. So I think that's also a really nice balance to have in your team for teams that have an Idrisil in there as well too. So it kind of negates it, so all it does is kind of saves them, I guess, the cooldown on skills, but taking that away really does help. So here is another res that is going back to resing Ren again. So we're going to take Ren down with this highest DPS shot right there. So there goes Ren. So Ren is down, and now we are going to do a heal. So we're just going to do a heal just to heal up a little bit and also remove the damage immunity. So now we have a full heal on, which won't help them at all because Tez will definitely one-shot Sophia here. So you can see that is well over 280, and then little Idrisil all by himself. And you know what, we're gonna end it with a, let's see, I believe we are going to do a all you can, and then Hadouken. Here we go. There you go. Look at that. Here we go. Man, level 65, and that is it. That is the revenge for losing the first time, I guess, with the MMORPG. But we did it, and now we are not at 100%, which is kind of a shame. So that's kind of a bummer right there. So that is it for PvP for today. Let's take a look at Guild War, because I have no idea what Guild War is. It's been buggy. I couldn't log in since it launched. There was a announcement as well too that they apologized for the known issue. But let's take a look and see what Guild War is all about. So I set up my team earlier, and I'm just entering battle, and I have no idea what I am looking at. Like, what is this to me? Like, I see people with golden something majigger like tokens, and people floating around, and I guess the leader or something. So I'm not really sure what that really means. So I guess I should have read up on what this guild war is. I guess you're trying to take away tokens from people is the point of it. Maybe you're stealing people's tokens. I guess that's how it works. But this doesn't seem like they set up their team. I just see like an Ash, like a singular character in formation. So I'm guessing this is auto added, perhaps because he gets one shotted. So that wasn't really anything. So let's click on somebody else after this and see. So let's go and click on I guess Nick over here. So I have one more, I guess, entry. So we'll do we'll just go with whomever here. Like, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Like, am I stealing copper or gold, or what am I, little pirate ninja taking away people's like I don't know, coins or something? Like, I don't get it. I'm thinking it's like supposed to be like a castle defense, I guess, if people are able to actually log in and set up their team. But right now it doesn't seem like it's working for a lot of people still. So I kind of just wrecked 2 people without really doing anything. So I'm guessing it's more arena type of battles from it, what it seems like it's looking like. So I'm guessing once this is working for people, or people who are aware of it to set up their team, they'll go ahead and add and fill in these characters. So let's take a look at like this defensive. So I guess it's very similar. I'm like on these pirate spaceships or something like that. So I guess that's what it is. And some of these people do have their teams set up, but I do not have any more guild insignias to enter battles or anything like that. So I don't really know what this defensive, I guess, formation is looking at. Really, I just spent 2 of it on the offensive. So maybe next time I'll do, I guess, a defensive video just to show you guys what this guild war looks like. Right now I don't have a clue what I'm doing, so I'm just showing around, panning around left and right just to show you guys what this field looks like. So it looks like people are on ships, and you have either a flank and you have a main, and this is my guild members formation. I guess, like, I don't really talk to my guild members, but it's either here or there. But still, that is, I guess, guild war for now. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more excitement in terms of I guess what guild war really is. So stay tuned, stick around, and hopefully they'll fix this bug. And I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. And that's about it. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a like or comment or subscribe. I'll keep on pumping out some more of these Overhit videos. But other than that, I hope everybody the best, and peace.